Hey there, YouTubers. Um, now, I've been playing a few Facebook games, and yeah, some of you may think that's pretty sad and pathetic and boring. Farmville and stuff. No, I don't play Farmville. Um, but there's been a few things in these games that I've I've seen and thought, wow, that's pretty cool. Some of them's just like, oh, the music in it is pretty cool, or the imagery is pretty cool, and I found something pretty awesome that I'd like to share with you guys. Um, Now, in a lot of games, you find something that's interesting, whether it's music or the images or something. And lately, I've been playing this game called Battle Pirates. Now, this is just one of the games that I've been playing, and I found I can do something really funky with. Um, and I was looking at these, and I was going, the animation's pretty damn good. Um, so, what else could I do with this? Well, I can actually get every single image from here um, and save it to my computer, which means if I was making a wiki on a certain game, I can use the actual full sized images in perfect resolution to what the game should be, ripped from the game itself on the wiki page. Um, this goes for the music and scripts as well, like the actual code that makes the game run. Um, so yeah, I'll show you what I mean. Um, Now, the first thing is you're going to need a few things. The first thing you're going to need is this program called Chrome Viewer, and you're going to need to be using Google Chrome. You can get Chrome Viewer from here. What it does is it views the cache, and the cache is basically all of the information that's temporarily saved on your computer. So, for instance, all these images and the sound effects are all temporarily saved onto your computer, so if it needs to access them, it can do without having to keep downloading them. Um, so once you've got this program, you'll then be able to view all the cache and imagery and this, that, the other that's saved on Google Chrome. Um, but the problem with that is, 9 times out of 10, when you use your internet, you don't really clear your history and your browsing data and stuff. So you'll have a huge cache data. You'll have images from weeks, months, however long ago. So what you want to do is you want to download yourself um, Chrome Viewer, um, and then you also want to download JDownloader as well. For those of you that haven't used JDownloader, it's a Java-based application that allows you to scan links, web links, and it will find the files on them links and allow you to download. For some of you, you may have heard something called Black Widow. It's similar to Black Widow, but not as powerful as far as I'm concerned. I mean, you can download a lot of links that are on there, but they have to be specific links to files, whereas Black Widow is a little bit stronger and it can download like whole web pages or whole websites if you set it enough. So you're going to need JDownloader and you're going to need Chrome Viewer. So what we're going to do is, the first thing we're going to do is we're going to have open our game. I'm logged into Facebook and I have opened the game that I actually want, and we're going to clear our cache. You can remove these two if you want. We just need to empty the cache, and I've done from the beginning of time as well because we want the cache completely empty. Once we've done that, all these images aren't saved into memory anymore, so what we then need to do is re-add them to the memory. So for instance, if I go to the research lab here, open up my weapons lab, these images that have just shown up here have now been put into the cache of Google Chrome, and every time I click and load up the next ones, they're added to the cache. So all these weapons are now added to Google Chrome's cache. So if I go over to Chrome Cache Viewer and open it up, what you should see possibly is the cache. Okay, there's one. Let's try the refresh button. No, nothing. Okay, let's try reloading the game, see if that works. Usually what I do is I'll start up the game from scratch like this, because then everything gets loaded into it. So like I said, everything that's just loaded up has been saved into the cache. So if I open up the cache now, there you go. All this stuff here is what was accessed when the game was started up. Now a lot of these you can probably figure out that's Facebook there, that's Facebook. You scroll up, you've got KnexEye or KnixEye, whatever. That's actually the creators of this game. So I know that web link links them, and that's a JavaScript, so like I said, it does scripts as well. So you've got a lot of things in here. Now these are just the basic things that have shown up. We've got 235 items. Like I said, if I open up the research and go weapons, scroll through the pages to add them to the cache. When I next go back to my Chrome viewer, the 235 that we've got down here, well, after a refresh, changes to 274 because we've just added some more images into the cache. So what we want to do is we want to select them all, and we want to make sure we have JDownload open. Now what we're effectively going to do is transfer them over into JDownloader. So once we've got them selected, select all, we're just going to do edit and copy URLs. Now depending on how many items you have, this may take a while, but then as you can see, JDownloader will find all the links that you've just copied and it'll start checking them. Once every single one is checked, it'll say if they're offline or if they're online and how big they are, etc. So just leave it to run through. As you can see, some of these like weapons, rockets, missiles, they're all the images from the game. Just minimize this for now. So what we've got here should be now every single image that was saved in our cache. So I'm going to select all of them and I'm going to merge them into one package, and I'm going to call this package our first scan. Now I'm going to save this in a Battle Pirates folder, and then I'm going to right click on it and click continue with the selected package. Now what that's going to do is I can transfer them to the grabbed links into the downloads, and it's going to start downloading all of these files. Now like I say, some of these files won't download because they're offline, or because they're too small, or because they've changed links. Like these ones for instance, they probably won't download. But these ones, which are images, even though they're so small, they should still download. Now it may take a while because it doesn't just download the whole 13 meg. It's having to download a single file, then the next file, so it's having to connect to each different files separately. PHP files, for instance, usually only get called up when a certain script is run. What we got here? File already exists. Now I have over here my BP folder. If I open up my first scan, they should all be in here. You can see some of them are in here already. There you go. That. Now I've run this a few times just to make sure that it was being done right. You got base optimized there, but it's also not doing these ones because we've already got it. However, some will be bigger or smaller. You probably want to go for the bigger one to get the better quality. It's still running through on that. So as you can see, it's not downloaded loads yet, but what it has downloaded is all the sprites. Here come all the weapons, look. If I minimize this, you can see these are the weapons, and they're just the weapons on their own with transparent background, perfectly cut out, so you don't have to print screen and Photoshop anything. They're all perfectly here then. I mean, you can open it up and preview it, and there it is, you know. Perfect quality, as best as you can get, you know. So, like I say, that's how you can rip the images from it, but you can also do script files and text documents. Like there's a text doc there, it's full of loads of stuff. You've got absolutely everything that makes up the game in there. You've got SWFs, you can get MP3s, you can get GIFs, like they're animated. There's all kinds of things. And it will scan the entire site, so you will get these odd things which are like your adverts in the side of the screen and things like that, you know, which it can't be helped. You know, you're bound to pick up some weird images and stuff here and there. But even then, they're coming out as full quality pictures rather than just the small little icons. So yeah, you can rip anything you want just using a few simple programs. Yeah, so I just thought I'd share that with you guys. You know, it's, in my opinion, it's pretty damn cool. What else can you do with it? I've forgotten. Yeah, another thing is, like, you got these achievement things. This will say what my achievements are down this side, who it's for, etc, etc. And in some script files, I don't know whether there's any in Battle Pirates, but let's have a look. REST server PHP open. What we'll do is we'll edit with Notepad. Facebook calls back. Okay, no. In some of them, it will show you the code that is actually used to run the game. A good example of this, I suppose, would be this game. I was messing about with this game originally to try and find some hacks for it. I know, bad me, hacking a game and stuff, but I was getting eager with my code and messing about with a few cheat engine code and stuff. And one thing you can do with this one is exactly the same thing. You can view, refresh that, that'll now bring up all the new stuff. Copy the URLs, it will go straight over into JDownloader. May take a while. Normally it shows up down here and then pops them up in here. Let's try again, copy URLs. There is a lot, I have to admit. I just gotta go through them all. It might take us, there we go. What we can do with this one, some of these we already have, so we can ignore the ones that we've already got. But these ones, for instance, are all the pings and SWFs and GIFs for the new game. Now, what I've noticed with JDownloader is it doesn't seem to get the MP3 files. Right? It gets the SWFs, the text files, this, that, the other. But it won't get the JavaScripts, and it won't get the MP3s. So if you want them, what we can do is we can full screen them. We can go content type, and this will now show us all the different things that we've got. So audio, so here we go. Here we have our MP3 files to Zombie Lane. You can tell it's Zombie Lane because, well, for a start it says zombies, but what you can do is if you view the properties of it, it will give you a link. And as you probably notice, this is a website link which links into, this is Digital Chocolate, and Digital Chocolate are the company that run this game, as you can see here. So if I was to open up that website, released. There we go. There's the MP3 file, and if we just press enter, you'll hear the noise. That is the Circus Zombie warning noise. If we go for any of the other ones, like the music, I'm seeing if I can find it. I can't seem to find the crash site. That's probably one. This music. There we go. Music. Properties. This will be the actual full music. And it's the full MP3 file, so you could just save as and save the MP3 that way. So yeah, that's how you can get an MP3. That's how you get the images. The jar files are exactly the same. If I find a jar file for you, here's a Java file. Let's try and find one for array of maths. Here you go. Properties. Some people may not understand it if they're not very code illiterate. However, if you want to have a look at how the game is created and made, you can open up their JavaScript and view it. Now this probably isn't the best one I've seen, because there's no white spaces or anything. This is for Knixeye. However, if I find one for zombies, let's see. Digital chocolate. That's not. Hang on. Give me a second. SWFs. GIFs. JavaScripts. Here's some more. Sorry, it is late at night. It is like, yeah, it's 20 to 2 in the morning. God, where's some digital chocolate and some CSS pings? There's got to be some SWFs. These have got to be them. Oh, they're not. Well, that's an ad provider, C-bar, easy, payment trial. Let's try that one. Properties. Oh, okay, maybe not. Some of them show just like the way they should be. They'll be laid out perfectly with white spaces and everything, so you can read them really, really easily. It all just depends on what ones you get. There you go, there's some more MP3s, some GIFs, more JPEGs. A bit strange that I can't find one. Let's try one of the... here we go. Let's try an that one. A CSV file. There you go, just like that. The CSV file is going to be, from the looks of it, a list of certain things in Zombieland and how much they cost or stuff by the looks of things. But you can't edit it because it is stored on the website, but you can obviously have a look at it and see how certain things are done. What else? There was another thing I was going to show you guys. Just trying to think what it is now. Yeah, there's a thing. For any of you that are on Windows 7, this is just a little added bonus. If you get a file that's a GIF and it's meant to be animated, let's see. See if we can get an animated GIF somewhere. Don't think we can we? Nope. There is a program out there that will allow you to play animated GIFs on Windows 7, which I don't see why it wasn't already built in. Is it animated? Yeah, that's animated, that'll do. Save image as, we'll save in that folder again. Right, normally, if you are using Windows 7, this won't load. It will say, what the fuck do you want me to do with this? Because Windows 7 cannot view GIF files, which is really stupid, seeing as Windows XP and that could. But there is a program called Windows 7 GIF Viewer, funny enough, which will allow you to view it as animated. As you can see, Windows 7 GIF Viewer. It's free. I can't remember where I got it from, but I'm quite sure if you just do a quick search, yeah, I found it through here. Windows 7 GIF Viewer. Goofware, that seems to be the one. Yeah, there you go. The Windows 7 GIF Viewer, it's a bit of a weird looking site, to be fair. Very weird site. But if you follow the instructions on here, it does actually work perfectly fine. I've never had a problem with it. And it's pretty handy, because obviously if you're downloading GIFs from, say, Zombie Lane or some other Facebook game, or even a game from somewhere else, you might want to then watch that GIF, so you might want to get a GIF viewer. So yeah, anyway, that's everything that I've got for tonight. Just a quick kind of tutorial on something cool that I found. Click the like button if you did like it, and if you put up with me rambling this long. And obviously, if you want to have a play around with it, do so, and leave a comment on what you thought of it. So yeah, cheers guys, see you later.